Hey everybody, Glenn here again with DigitalSandwich.net. Today I'm going to show you the Correction Deformer. The Correction Deformer is one of those deformers that I used to always overlook because it looks and sounds like it doesn't really do a whole lot, but it actually has a lot of really cool features. So what the Correction Deformer allows you to do is it allows you to edit any object in Cinema 4D. So say for example we have a cube. Let's give it some segments to work with. Let's add a Correction Deformer. So we go under the Deformers menu, Correction. We drop it underneath the cube to make it a child of the cube. And now, click on the correction, we click on our faces, and we can go in and we can grab a bunch of these and move them around. So normally you wouldn't be able to do this on a parametric cube. You'd have to go in, make the cube editable, and then you can do this. And I know what you're thinking is, what's the point of doing this on a parametric cube, because, I can do that, I can just make it editable, it's just as good. Well, that's true. But now, by doing it this way, you can go into the cube and you still have control over all these options. So we can make this, change the size, change everything. We can even add more points if we want. We can add less points if we want. So, fill it. And look at that. So we still have editing controls over this object, which in some scenarios can be a pretty handy feature. Now what's also cool about this is you can use it as an easy pose morph. So it's as simple as just dragging the Correction Deformer on there, do whatever you want to it, and then we can just animate the strength. So I mean, I could do more than this, but I can just move this up and down, animate this up and down, and it will do whatever we want. So it's kind of cool. If you want to take it one step further, you can almost go in. Let's do like a oops, gotta be on faces. We can go in, just grab like the brush tool or something and just start like making this thing crazy. Oh, sorry. Grab the brush tool and just start like just going to town on this thing, making it wild. And that's pretty crazy. Let's add let's add like a hyper NURBS to it. Kind of like an abstract, some kind of crazy museum or something. So you can go with the Correction Deformer, put in a bunch of dents or something, and then you can just kind of boop, animate those on. Animate the strength and just punch it full of dents in a really simple way. Now one thing to keep in mind with the Correction Deformer is if you have a heavily deformed object and you throw a Correction Deformer on there, and you hit update, sometimes it will take a very long time to calculate all of the points based on how it's deformed. So sometimes when you do this, it'll look like Cinema 4D crashes, but really it's just updating. So if you have that problem, just give it some time, go out and get some sun or something, come back in a minute, and it should be good to go. So the Correction Deformer, I think, is a very underrated deformer. I mean, I wish I knew about it a lot sooner. I could have used this hundreds of times. It could have saved me so many problems, but I had no idea what it did. So hopefully with this tutorial, you can see what it's capable of, and you'll go in and you'll mess with it, and it will hopefully save you a whole lot of time. So for DigitalSandwich.net, this is Glenn with the Correction Deformer.